G'day, MB here again. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful, beautiful afternoon here at Barjol South. It's just quite magnificent. I've been working, doing a little bit of chopping and cutting and raking and compost building and a little bit of gardening today, and pondering as I do, because my mind just doesn't seem to really stop. It's not a blessing by any means, but I'm forever thinking about things. And I think one of the things that's been really vexing me of late is this whole matter of leading a happy life and leading a better life. And the thing about it that's been vexing is actually not for me. I'm really happy with my life. I'm extraordinarily lucky. I have an amazing family, two incredible sons, the most beautiful bride, fantastic daughter-in-law to be. I'm surrounded by great friends. No person could really wish too much more than that. But a lot of the people that I know on the periphery of my world struggle, and they struggle in a variety of different ways. They struggle sometimes with the notion of their own happiness, and I've heard things over the years like, it just doesn't feel right. Is this all there is? And I'm just not happy. So how do you get happy? It's a really interesting thing, and I've got a couple of ideas about that, and there really are only ideas, and they're just thoughts in progress, and I've been mulling over them as I've been working today and driving up here, and in fact over the last couple of days. And my take on it is this: the best way to get happy is to do something for somebody else, and I'll go one further than that and be even more precise than that. The quickest way to get happy, which means you can do it tomorrow, is to go and invest some time in somebody else that's close to you, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your next door neighbour, someone you grew up with, someone you've lost touch with. Invest some time in them. And if you want some formal structure around that, then record their story. And I know that sounds like a pitch for my business, but nothing could be further from the truth. Because I want you to do it. I actually don't want to do it. There's nothing in it for me. But I want you to do it. Now, the reason that's going to make you happy is, first, it's going to make them happy, which is really nice. Because it tells anybody that you go to and say, I'd really like to record your story. I'd like to spend some time with you. What you're saying to them is, I value you and you're important. And that makes them feel pretty cool. Imagine if somebody came to you and said, I really want to spend a couple of hours talking about your story. Your first reaction might be, gee whiz, do I have a story? But after that, you work your way through it, and you pretty much can't help but be a little bit chuffed by that, if nothing else. Now, if that doesn't work for you, perhaps you're completely antisocial, or there's an anxiety that's going to stop you doing that. Go and read a book, but don't read a trashy book. Read a good book. Read something that's amazing. First book I ever read, and I'm ashamed to say I was 25 when I first read my first book. I went right through high school without ever reading a book. Was The Power of One. Bryce Courtney's The Power of One. And beautiful story, terrific book, just a beautiful story. But there's lots of others. The Little Prince, if you want something small and a great place to start and something that'll really get you thinking, The Little Prince. Wow, what a cracking story that is. And that's a wonderful allegory. It's really quite beautiful. So if you've never read The Little Prince, regardless of how old you are, then give that a crack. What about some movies? Go and see a movie. That makes me happy. But movies are a funny thing, aren't they? Nothing makes me angrier than a bad movie. Nothing makes me feel better than a good movie. So go see a good one. Shawshank Redemption. An amazing movie. It's just an amazing movie. And there are some cracking movies out there. So don't waste your time going to see something accidental. Go and get a review of something that's amazing, and immerse yourself in it. Don't just sit there like a blob. Immerse yourself in it. Like, live every minute of it. So Shawshank Redemption if you want a movie. The Little Prince, or The Power of One if you want a book. If you're not into stories but you want a book that's amazing, so you're looking for something non-fiction, then Any Given Team by Ray McLean. Wonderful book. It'll show you how to develop teamwork with the people that you work with. So, that's just an extraordinary book. I recently went for a job interview in sport with a whole bunch of people in the room that our leaders in sport here in Australia, not one of them had read Ray McLean's Any Given Team. You know what said? It rang alarm bells with me. Like, here's seminal work. If you work in sport and you have not read that book, you're pretending. You are not taking your job seriously, because it's all about building teams, sport, and Ray is the man. There is nobody better in building teams in this country than Ray McLean, I believe. And I've worked in sport for more than a decade, so I mean, don't take that as the definitive truth, of course, but it's I can't tell you how many books on teamwork I've read, in excess of 100, and Ray McLean is the one that absolutely resonated, came up with something new that I'd never heard of before, that when I read I went, how is this even new? This is the most logical way to build a team I've ever heard. It's fantastic. So there you go. There'll be some happiness in there for you, some little gems. So we've talked about we've talked about recording, investing some time in somebody that's special. We've talked about a book. We've talked about a movie. What about your friends? One thing I have found of the majority of people that really struggle to find happiness, other than those that are completely racked by anxiety, and I get the anxiety thing, I really do, but other than those that are completely racked and absorbed by anxiety, they don't have great friends. They have friends that are takers. And so if that's you, find some other friends. Go out, join a club, pursue some interests, meet some new people, and invest some time. I saw a quote recently that said something like, you've really got to be careful about the friends you pick. The friends that you pick, you are saying you want to be like them. So always pick up rather than pick down. You know what I mean by that? So pick special if you can. And that probably sums it up. Pick special. So if you're looking for a book, pick special. If you're looking for a movie, pick special. Don't read trashy romance novels. Don't go and watch any movie. Don't spend time playing freaking video games. Don't be doing that. I tell you, here's another good book, Ready Player One. It's about to be a movie, but that was a cracking book. Spend time with special people. Choose special people. So be special. I can't see any reason why we all wouldn't be doing that, wouldn't we? One of the reasons I like coming here to Barjol is because it's special. I mean, it's really special. It's an amazing sanctuary. The birds, the wildlife. Half of the wildlife terrifies me, I don't mind admitting. The big rustle. Today I've seen an echidna, a blue-tongued lizard, a snake, a redback spider, biggest redback spider I've ever seen, some field mice, a couple of dozen frogs. Not all of that terrifies me, but half of that does. You want to give them a wide berth. But one of the reasons I love this place is because it is special. You just heard a car go past, and it's so rare that it's kind of noteworthy. You know what I mean? It's having said that, of course, right on cue, here's another one and another one. But this place is dynamite. I do love it. It's just very, very special. We're trying our darndest to build here, and the powers that be are not making that easy. But we're going to win, because we're very determined, and because it is such an extraordinary place. So we will win. So I'm winding down for the day. Thanks for joining me. Get in touch. Send me an email, beaumont.michael@gmail.com. You can put a message on this video. You can... how else can you contact me? It's through the website, through the Lifelog Project. I hope you visited the website, have you? Some really good content there, just stories and stuff. Some of them will make you smile, some of them make you think, and that's the whole purpose of it. I don't want anyone to feel alone, and I don't want anybody to feel like there is nobody that they can go and talk to. The Lifelog Project is kind of there to reach out to people and hopefully improve people's lives. So do that. The lifelogproject.com, I think, is the blog. .com.au is the business. So .com is the blog. So just hop online, leave a comment. I love comments. Like the page, and then every time I publish something, you'll get a copy of it. I'm just watching the birds over here as they settle down. It's the afternoon time when they just come in and they try and pick their way through the water and any of the bugs and frogs and things that are around. So the place is just littered with these most beautiful birds. It's just exquisite. Do love it. And there he goes, diving into there's an old bathtub full of water. He's just dived into the bathtub and had a bit of a swim. and now he's drying himself off. See what I mean? Life's pretty good, yeah? Talk again soon.